Yeah. Uh, they're two type A's, that's for sure. You can tell right away. Excellent. Hmm. Perfect. Are you afraid of that being? Are you afraid of that being a little myopic though, as far as projections and planning? A little bit short-sighted on being able to really figure out an overall strategy for your business. Only looking at 3 months. Mm, right. Oh yeah, man. Like I said, I feel your pain. I mean, mhm, good. Right. There you go. That makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, it looks good. Okay. Oh, good. Hmm. Beautiful. Yeah. I mean, that's really our goal, right? Is to see this thing start to go off of the educational realm as much as anything else, and bounce into uh, multiple tentacles of investors. So one leads to two, leads to four, leads to eight. Perfect. Oh, well, and on our side, on the property management side, we're pulling in a lot of properties right now from military, in particular with people being redeployed in the housing. They may be back, so they're doing rent to owns and they're doing rents and they're doing all these other things. So we're picking up a lot on the management side that are probably going to be transitionable assets to cash flow investors too. So, I mean, as this thing grows out, there's more and more moving parts on the investor side, on the property side, on the rehab, on every side. It's just growing. So it's all good news. Are you in front of your computer? Okay, good. I just want to know you got it. Yep. Yep. Okay. I have the list. I'll get those populated today, Michael, so you can have it. I don't have it right in front of me at the moment because I'm on this broadcast thing too, so I'm kind of mixed up. So let me get that to you this afternoon. I'll make sure her sheet's populated. Okay, you got it. Yeah. 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 I'm just jumping into hers right. Yeah, that one's still got an issue. We called Smart Sheets. We had an issue with them directly because we could see it and then you couldn't. Now I can't even see it. So I'll get in touch with Anna here in a minute and find out where they sat from yesterday. I don't know what, it's the only one that's acting stupid, so I don't know what it's doing. I can see, like, I just jumped into Turtle Bay, no problem. I can jump in the other ones, no problem. Hers, as soon as I jump into now, it's empty. And I know there's stuff in there. I see you're in there now. Mm-hmm. That's Blue Bay. Yep. Yep. Okay. Beautiful. Yep. 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 The 20 pack portfolio, that guy is, he tried to do a massive retrade on us at the last minute, so I spent most of the weekend. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if he's not happy or if he's not seeing the equity side. He started as a cash flow guy, and as we worked down through the process, he moved more and more into an equity guy, and he's talking about, 3-year disposition pricing. He's doing all this other stuff and trying to project out where we're going to be and blah, blah, blah. So he's moved off the cash flow side. And a matter of fact, one of the things we did over the weekend is gave him a 1-year rental guarantee on all of his properties as an example of how far out we're reaching with this guy. And I mean, we're trying to reel him back into the deal, but it's falling apart pretty quickly. I don't see it. The pricing. I mean, he's down below. He's at like 39.9 a door. I'm not going to sell him for that. I mean, I can one off him easier. I mean, I'm just pissed off that he took this much time and has us tied up this long in now, and for lack of a better term, a clusterfuck. I mean, it was never projected as an equity play. Yeah, I mean, it was always projected as a cash flow play from day one. It was sold on NOI and income. We guaranteed the income, and he's still on equity. He's got BPOs. He's got all these appraisals. Oh my God. Yeah. So we're still fighting that. We have Rob. Yeah, yeah, but I mean, for the time that we have in the lost momentum, I mean that's just bullshit stuff compared to what we're dealing with. So, anyways, I've got Robert, who you haven't met yet. He's a new hire for us. He's doing marketing and sales. He's been and I don't want to put the properties out like into a daisy chain situation. I don't want to see the properties all coming back. As a matter of fact, I saw about 10 or 12 properties come back on a spreadsheet today that's been daisy chained. I'm not even selling. They're not even on the market yet. So people are picking this stuff up and then, trying to wholesale it. Non-realtors trying to, do wholesale assignments and flips. I don't even know who these people are. So I'm trying to keep it a little exclusive because I don't want to lose control of the marketing and the pricing. I want to get them out there at 50K a door is the objective. Not, and I saw some of them coming back like the house that's 2629 West 25th was on the spreadsheet and it needed 15,000 in rehab. It doesn't need any rehab. It's all done. But it's being marketed out there. So now we're getting conflicting information that's coming back. Like we had some LinkedIn questions yesterday that came in. Well, I see it on the web. I see this same house on the web at 25,000. You guys are selling it for 50,000. What's up? You know what I mean? It becomes problematic. So I'm trying to get rid of those issues in advance. So, like today, the spreadsheet I got, I immediately sent back an email to. I was in an email blast, so I don't know exactly where it went, but I resent it back to all the people at the same time. I was going to send the spreadsheet to the Florida Real Estate Commission. As these people were attempting to sell real estate that they didn't have a right to sell, a license to sell, or had any type of ownership because I own it. And the email started flying back in. I didn't have anything to do with this, blah, 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 blah. So I got like 50 emails that came back with people bailing off the ship. But that's how I think I'm going to combat it for now. I just don't want it out there, Michael, that, we're pricing them all over the place and, it's willy-nilly, spaghetti against the wall. I don't want that to happen because we got too many to sell. And if we don't get our hands on it right off the bat, we'll be in trouble. Okay. We do have a wholesaler in Tampa that's looking at 10 at a time. He's trying to deal a little bit on the equity side, but he's moving more to cash because he doesn't want to get rid of them. So hopefully he'll do some stuff and move. We've got 2 people in West Palm that we've got packages out to. I'm trying to do like 10 at a time so they make it quicker and easier to close. So we've got a couple of things in the works that, I mean, it could pop any minute. Absolutely. Yep. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Good. Yep. Okay. Florida Asset Solutions. Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. Yep. No. Yep. Okay. Okay. I understand. I think that if we can get financials out this week, it shows we'll take a simple portfolio like Teresa's, right? She's at 20 in. The balance sheet's going to show her at about 29,000. So that's a $9,000 increase in value on her investment, right? She's gone from 20 to 29 without putting any money in. So she's going to be a rate of return on her investment of 45, which is really nice. But it's not cash. That's the issue. $20. Yep. Okay. But I think that's right. I think if we can get a a show put together, maybe we can do some type of a YouTube video or some type of whatever, a Hangout, Google Hangout, or whatever else, where we can put these balance sheets out there and explain to people exactly what's going on. And here's the rate of return. You know what I mean? Because it's huge. It's just a matter of maybe we're holding it, but we've already created this much value. Now we're moving to the next step, phase two, and which is going to be to close it out. But I mean, even exactly. Because we'll take Turtle Bay, guy's portfolio, right? Within a week, we'll be able to start to deal with owner distributions in Turtle Bay for the first week of August. The balance sheet's at 214,000, and we're going to be able to do owner distributions. So your rate of return is 10% prior to sale, plus 7% appreciation on the assets and 3% depreciation. You're at a 20% rate of return all in without selling. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. How about Guy? Okay. Perfect. Okay. Yep. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Let's plan on a let's see what date we're at. We're at the 20th. Let's plan on the 30th, Michael. Put that in your bring up file for the 30th. So we can finalize. I'll send you an email on exactly what I need. I'll talk to accounting so we can set the ACH up if you want to do it that way for the owner distributions. But I see no reason why we can't do them. Eight. Let's say 8, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's say they should see it either mailed or in their account by the second Friday of August, the 8th. That'll give us enough time to process it the first week of August. But if I'm looking at the smart sheet. I'm talking about Tim, Yayoi, and Guy. Their monthly distribution on the interest payment. If I take a look at Florida Asset Solutions, Tim's portfolio, and I think the last two, I think we have under agreement from Rent 8-1. But if I take a look at that column, I don't know if you got it open, but FAS, if I add up that column there, he's at 4485 in revenue. Actual rent. Yep. So yeah, but that's not 100% accurate, Michael, because I've got bills that come and go. That's kind of an average. It's a formula that I've built into the smart sheet. It's not real. So if I take his, that's where we should be. So if I take the actual rent column and just highlight it, it sums it at the bottom of the page. He's at 44.85 in rent right now with 2 that we'll get. So that'll be 52. That's 6,000 a month in rent. We take 27% off. We'll be at we'll be at 4,800. We can pay him 3,500, no problem. And then pay down the. He's not flipped upside down either. So I mean, we're good on Florida Asset. We haven't loaned any money in there. I mean, he's liquid. I mean, deployed, but he's still got cash. Right. But what it allowed us to do now is we can cover his nut, no problem at all. And as we get, it doesn't pressure us to sell. I mean, we can hold a little bit longer at the 50K rate because we don't have to sell at a fire sale. We can cover the bills. We can deal with the. He's a loaned in investor. Beautiful. I mean, it's just about you and I figuring our returns. Right. 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 Doesn't matter. Nope. Doesn't matter to me. Whatever they're comfortable with. And one of the things we should look at though is Guy's portfolio, right? Guy's portfolio is rented right now at NOI. NOI is going to be 3,200 a month. So if we need to pay him 24,000, you said. So we need about 6-7 months worth of rent. We got 6 months left in the year. The loan back payments have all been taken care of. We've got a balance sheet of 213,000, and we have enough income right now. It looks like to cover his loan payment. So we're good in Turtle Bay, and we've increased the value, throughout the year. When we sell, we'll be even better off. That's where we're going to make our money. But in the meantime, our asses aren't hanging in the breeze, wondering how we're going to pay the bill. It's already covered. Yeah, and now it's about you and I taking this and managing it, right? Do we deploy? Looking forward, how are we going to liquidate? When are we going to liquidate? All of those type of things come down to profitability and taking advantage of the market. So we don't have to sell 2 houses on 25th Street right now. We can do 1, try to jack the equity up a little bit, then do the second one. We don't have to sell 2 houses on 14th Street. We can sell 1, wait a couple months, jack the equity up, sell the next one. We can play a few games with the market where if you're in full flip mode or fire sale mode, you can't. So I think, yeah. Yeah. Yep. Right. 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 Okay. Okay. I get you. I'll have Anna and no, it's just gonna be their bank account because sometimes a bank could use a different wire routing code. So all we'll need is their bank routing and account number that they want it to go into, I believe. I'll confirm that via email. I'll have Anna get it to us exactly what she needs. She might need the bank address or some other stuff too. I don't know, but we can get that set up right through our merchant account and it'll dump it right in. Yeah, I would say that you and I will set it for bring up next Wednesday to finalize who you want to have paid and how you want to have them paid. Um, any issues we can take care of the last couple days of the month, the first days of August, we'll get it prepped and ready to go. The ACH is automatic like a wire, and it should be in 7th or 8th. If we go with the Friday the 8th, we should be good to go. That gives us some leeway in case we screw something up. You know what I mean? I hate to promise the first, and then you and I are under the gun. The 30th, we make the final decision, and we missing three numbers on the. You know how it is. So that gives us a little wiggle room, but I think that's easily doable by accounting. Hmm. Yeah. Right. But I mean, even on like Nikki. Let me look at Nikki real quick. Yeah, Nikki's in 207 Bronson. I think we're gonna cut a rental deal on that pretty quick. Um, I'm gonna try to rent that out without doing it a lot of rehab. Maybe just some quick touch-ups on the rehab side. Um, she's gonna be close to dividend status as well. If we want to give her one, yeah, it is, but we haven't received a payment yet. I think that's where we're gonna be on the actual rent amount of 500. That'll give us a 360 NOI. We've done a little bit of rehab, but that rehab budget's going to be adjusted way down. I mean, we didn't do crap to it really. I mean, we did some yard work and a little bit of maintenance. So she might be in at like 22 or 3. Yeah. Yep. Right. So she's on. She put 20K in. We're at 19,750 on the close. She might be at like 22,000, Michael. So I mean, in a couple months, she's going to be broke even. She's going to have a 10% increase on the balance sheet plus receive a dividend. while we're waiting to sell. And I mean, that's what's going to be really sexy. If you can get a dividend payment while you're waiting to sell, even if it's, on a $20,000 investment, you're going to get a $300 check a month. Really? That's pretty damn nice. And if we, fingers crossed and everything else, if we can flip the thing at 30, we broke the bank. So, we're at a nice rate of return for her, and a good learning opportunity as well. So, I know we kind of bent the rules to get them in, but I think it was well worth it. It's going to be a good show when it's done. Mm-hmm. Um, yeah. Yep. Well, and I think a good one to start with might be Mark Douglas. I saw some things like on his email, and it's not really related to what we're doing. But if you look at the bottom of his email disclaimer, he's got park money and these real estate investments at 10 to 12% rate of return. That's not a good thing to put in your email. Anytime you better believe it. You can't, because now it's become a general solicitation. You don't know where that email is going to go. So, I mean, we should be coaching them as the things that we see, and not just on the property side. I don't want to see Mark get in trouble. You know what I mean? And it's something that he can fix in 2 seconds. These returns are not guaranteed. Blah 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 blah. All he has to do is throw a little disclaimer in there, and he's good to go. But to put in his email, I think I was looking at one the other day that says, IRA investments secured with real estate at 10 to 12% rates of return. That's a guaranteed rate, and SEC will freak out. Clear. He's clear. And that's what we should be doing, not just the real estate side, but the teaching side. I think is where we're going to build rapport, where we're going to build all of the things that people say, you know what, this guy calls me, he gives me advice, he keeps my bacon out of the fire, and he makes me money. Who else is going to do that? That's pretty sexy. So I think if we can do some of that with all of these folks, kind of steer them in the right direction at the same time as we're making them money, that's going to be damn sexy. Yeah, I mean I would. I mean Mark's got how much money in? He's got. Right, and as soon as the checks start flowing, Michael, automatically you built credibility, you built rapport, you built a level of satisfaction So I'm all for it. And if we need to bend the rules as far as loan payment, I don't have a problem with that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right. Well, all right. So we have a good schedule lined up for end of month on the 30th. I'm going to put it in my bring up file too. On the 30th, bring up the final ACH and loan payments to your loan investors. And we get that organized. It should be easy. Yep. You know what? You know what I think we'll do? Blue Bay, right? Let's look at Blue Bay. Send me what your setup with her is, how you want her to be paid, and the dates. I don't know what your agreement is on that side. I can't see that, but we'll say that her payment is going to be, I don't know, we'll just throw a figure out there, $1,500, right? Maybe we can get her while she's here. I'll cut a check while she's here. We'll do some photos and hand it off and all that kind of stuff if you want to. Yep. Okay. So she, I don't remember the date on Blue Day. Look, I don't have the date. Okay. Okay. So Blue Bay is $12.50 a month. Okay. All right. I don't recall the exact what month she went in. You say in April? So we owe March, April, May, June, and July. We owe 5 months already. Yep. 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 $12.50 a month, right? ACH. Right. Um, Okay. Oh yeah. I'm figuring for year end. My math was my math wasn't working. I'm counting my fingers. I'm like, what the hell? Yeah, I got you figured out now. Holy crap! It's losing it. All right. So why don't we plan on that while she's here? Just confirm it to me in an email so I can get it through accounting, and we'll cut her a check at 62.50, and hand that over to her when she's here. And we'll put it on video. Maybe we'll even have you on the put her in the conference room and see if we can't do some type of a video link from there. Be our first time doing that too. Right. Yeah, I mean that's gonna be nice. That'll pay for the trip, right? Good. All right. That's the plan. Yeah. On Florida asset. Yeah, I think. Didn't we have a 90-day window with him though? I thought when we originally talked to Tim, we had a 90-day window and then or 90 days to the first payment. Okay. When did Tim fund? Right. When did Tim fund? April. So April, May, June. So he's due in August. Oh, okay. Okay. April, May, June. Okay. Sure. Oh, no problem. Sounds good to me. Hey, how's it going, Tim? In sunny Jacksonville, Florida, looking at your accounts and trying to set up payments with Michael so we can get you your dividends on your loans to us. Things are going great here. We've got the properties functioning and tenanted up, so we have operational cash flows and marketing them for sale. So the plan is pretty much on schedule, on budget, and just touching base with you to make sure we can get the logistics as far as pushing the money back your way and make it happen the first full week of August. See you, Tim. Oh, Michael. Oh, yeah, no problem.
Okay, so Kevin just emailed me. He's swamped with people, London people.
Alright.
I like it.
I gotta get rid of him.
Yep. Let me know when you're done.
Yep. Hey, Michael. Yeah, what I just talked to Anna while you put me on hold, so she's putting together whatever requirements she needs for ACH or wire or however we're going to set that up, and we'll be ready for Friday. If you want to spend an hour, we'll have the exact data that we need, so you can just email it over. Yep. Can we do like 1:30 to 2:30? Yep. 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 Okay. Yep. Yeah, I have a closing at 3, so that'll give me a half hour to get ready for that. No. Sure. Yep. Yeah, see, try clicking on that link I sent you and see if you can connect. I'm live right now. I have Turtle Bay up and running, so. We can stay on the phone. I'll mute my microphone. I see you.
See me?
I do.
Oh, you see blue, that's why. Okay, now you can probably see me. Hey, how's it going, brother? Okay. Hey, good, good. Yep, I do.
Michael, all of this is like Excel, all of these things. That's not as stout, it's not as user-friendly as Excel. It's the same gig.
Yeah.
So whatever's over here is kind of formatting Excel like you can do different charts, whether it's Gantt or calendar charts or a grid view like we're looking at now.
Okay.
Same thing across the top, your tabs, you got the hang of that already.
Yes.
This first column is anything that's connected. So if I click this, it'll show me what's connected, whether it's a turn sheet, photos, videos, whatever's connected to the row. Now, a lot of the stuff we did have connected in here, like closing docs and HUDs and all this other stuff, I've taken it out because I didn't know where it was going.
What does that mean? What do you mean by that?
Well, if I've got docs connected to this, I can shift this row. If I right click on the row, I can send this row wherever I want.
Okay, right. Okay.
It also sends all
Yeah.
my docs.
Yeah. Hey, listen, by the way, why don't you do, because I can't see Nola, why don't you send me her column so I can just at least see what the heck's going on.
Well, up until yesterday, I could see Nola. Now, here's what I have for Nola.
Oh, it's blank. So did it dump into the sales and marketing sheet?
We spent hours on the phone with Smart Sheet yesterday because whoever looked at it remote from our office saw that. Now I'm seeing the same thing. So they didn't fix it, they made it work.
I see. Okay.
The other ones I can see. I can't see that one.
All right.
Weird. I don't know what that's. Okay, so let's go back to Turtle. So in Turtle, anything that's connected, like a paperclip attached to the file, will be in there. You can see if you hover, you get like a summary.
Right. Now, typically, what do you connect to those? I've seen spreadsheets and photos and videos.
Yeah, but whatever. We decided to connect them. We may move to some other docs that we don't mind disclosing to the public. We do like a newsletter.
Right.
We did a barbecue at one of the at Shannon Ridge over the weekend. We may attach a few of those videos, photos, stuff like that for marketing, sales. I want good stuff in there.
Right.
I don't want to load it with like the original HUD, tax docs, stuff like that I don't want public.
Okay. So got it. So anything that's on there attached, I can forward that to a lender or a partner without having to go through and screen it, right? It's all stuff that's okay if our clients know.
Right.
Yeah, got it.
Now, the same thing with this discussion tab. Now, in the discussion tab, I can put like hyperlink, which I did here. I put one in here as a sample. This is a photo link to Google Drive. If I click it, it takes me back on the cloud, goes to Google Drive, and pops up all the photos for that property in a link. What that gives me the ability to do, of course, is to shut the link off. So at least I can shut these down. If these photos got out someplace and I didn't want them out, I can shut the link down and at least stop where they're going. And that includes video like this one. So if I have video in here, I can implement the video as well. And we got it both in this link just so you can see kind of where we sit. So either way, whether they're JPEGs or photos or videos, if you wanted to, build a sales and marketing package or put this on the front cover of the owner's report for Turtle Bay and send it out, you have access to all these photos. You can download them and do whatever you want.
Right. Okay.
Okay. And it's not a huge file, so it doesn't take 5 months to open.
Right. Yeah, and I mean it's helpful to be able to see all the photos at once in the thumbnail view also.
Right. The next column over is an alarm column, and it's set off with dates. So we have specific like drop dead dates. Some of these spreadsheets that we use for project management, like a closing. We have some of these where we can figure out closing dates and send you an email, and then just make it wiring instructions for the title company, whatever. So it's an alarm. The rest of it is kind of straightforward. Project number, this, that.
Wait, Brian, I'm sorry. Hold on a second, please. Hey, can you stop, please? I'm on the phone. Okay, Brian, go ahead. Please proceed. Sorry.
Okay. So the rest of the sheet cutting across is pretty much just user info. Lockbox code if it's occupied, OCC. Other than that, we'll have a code. I may take that OCC off because it's a little confusing, but project number, that attaches to our accounting system. So we can track everything that has happened to it off of the 2014-101 code.
Okay.
VM budget, close date, so when we close, prices, whether it's rented or not, a checkbox. market rent.
Wait. Hold on. You're going a little too fast. So go back to closing price.
Yep.
Okay, so that's the actual price that you bought the property for, or no, actually, to be more precise, that me and the LLC bought the property for, right? Me and Guy bought this out of your holding LLC for that price, correct?
Right.
Okay, got it.
The checkbox.
Now, does that also include closing costs? Are they also wrapped into that? Purchase price, closing costs, that's all in for the purchase, right? Okay. All right, I'm with you.
So this one's pretty easy. The rent and checkbox, either yes or no.
Yeah.
Market rent comes off of Appfolio through our accounting system. This is the current market rent in Jacksonville. What we charged according to the lease.
How are the market rents determined?
We look at Appfolio, which is our accounting system, and a rent analysis meter on there. And we go to Rentometer, which is our website, and you can look at market rent. We take a combination of both of those, come up with the market rent. We also have other properties in the area, so we know whether we're right there.
Okay, I'm with you.
The market rent is set. That way we can figure a Boston lease concession. And I think there's two on here that are concessioned out. So we know you can gauge performance of the management company.
I see.
If the market rents were all 700 and I was getting actual rent 600, it's easy to rent if you do $100 discount. Well, how are you pushing the market, maximizing my NOI? So I want to see a market rent at $725, and I want to see you rent at $750. You're $25 above the market, which is good. I'll take an extra $25 a month. That's $300 a year and a 9 cap. You add $3,000 of value to my phone.
I see.
So pushing the market rent is a critical item. You want to be right near market or a little above. So most of these, $725 to above, $800, $850, $50 discount. Not so good. $725, $700, that's close. $700, $750, I like that one the best so far.
Right.
$725, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
$675, we got a couple of $50 over market.
Right.
That's pretty strong.
Right.
A couple of these rents are almost 10% over market rent.
Now those, I guess the key for us is, obviously there's the cash flow difference, but then is for the resale, right? Because the actual rents collected, it drives the net operating income up, which then, because that's really how we're determining the market value of a cash flowing asset. Is that correct?
Correct.
Whether a house sells for $50,000 or $45,000, yeah.
You're taking your NOI and multiplying that out. Take your NOI times 12 divided by cap rate.
Okay, say that again now. So NOI times 12 divided by cap rate?
Yep.
And that gives us
the value.
Okay.
So if you take $540 a month times 12 months, you're at $64.80. Divide by .10, the property is worth $64,800.
Ah. And do we have a column? So does that show up in our sales? These spreadsheets I'm sending out to Chris Hayes and the hedge fund guy.
Yes, we use a .095.
Okay.
Or 9.5 cap.
Okay, got it. Okay.
So the ability for us to jack anything above market is huge.
Okay.
So now if I take this column, just like in Excel, and I highlight the column like I'm doing right now, down here, it's something for you, right below where it says smart source.
I can't see that. On my screen. Oh, okay. I see the tab. I see Smart Sourcing tab you're pointing to. Oh,
Below it should be a sum.
oh, there it is. Okay, I see it. Okay.
So the sum for the NOI is $2,186. I've got 6 items adding into that count, and my average is $531.
Okay.
So if you say to me, okay, Turtle Bay guy portfolio, he's at a 15% interest rate on 200 grand. So that's times 1.5, 30,000 a year divided by 12. He's at 2,500 a month payment. Can I pay it? Yes. I still have $686 left over.
Okay.
Okay? So that's how I'm answering your questions when you're throwing these questions at me on Blueband, on Florida Asset. I just highlight the column, add it up at the bottom of the screen, I'm good to go. I can answer your question.
Okay. I see.
All right?
Yeah. Good. Good.
Wholesale price, this is just the number that we threw in there, just wholesale amount. If we can move it in the first 10 days and go from 24,000 to 35,000 without touching it, we do it. We've not seen a lot of luck there because there's a lot of inventory. There's a lot of guys buying in between that gap right here.
Right.
You see there, 21 and 35. There's a pile of people buying in between there. So, I mean, we could probably sell to 30, maybe one off to be worth it, but I don't think so.
Uh-huh. Okay.
If we did a wholesale profit, see where it would be at 35. Sales packages, website. In the accounting system, we have all of these properties loaded. If something is being marketed in any way, we can click one button and it posts to 16 websites, Trulia, Zillow, HotPads, Hostlet, all these things all at once, that property. So I can blast this out really quickly to multiple websites.
Why does
Sales packages.
wholesale end after 10 days? Is that just because it's still in your holding LLC for about 30 days, correct?
Well, yeah, but in the holding LLC, we deal with legal issues and quieting and all the other things. We're not really dealing at the wholesale level that much. We could move that there, but what we try to do is figure out when the wholesale is going to end so that we can start to figure out crews, construction, logistics,
Right. Okay.
build out done.
Understand. Okay.
So, you know what I mean? If I cross the line and we'll say 2629, that's 25th Street, I didn't know that wholesale had ended, and I've got construction going on and dumped, 15 grand into it. I'm already over.
Yeah, I'm with you. That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. It's just, and again, the part of this deal is that I can put an arm or a memo attached to this wholesale end date. So, like, what we do a lot of times is Stacy will say, okay, wholesale's going to end 3/1. 5 days before this, I want to do a media blend. Send me an email on everything that ends 5 days prior.
Uh-huh.
So I can go into this smart sheet, put an alarm in there that sends her an email, and it looks like this down here. Receive email notifications, and Brian, email once a day when anything changes.
Right.
So I can set a new reminder that says, whatever, send me an email so many days before this date, and this is what I wanted to tell me.
Okay. Nice.
So I can set anything off a date sensitive field where it reminds you.
Okay.
This is really for project management.
Right,
But we
right.
just need to keep everybody in the loop as a transparency issue.
Right. Okay.
So that takes care of wholesale profit, sales packaging website. That's pretty straightforward. Then we go into retail and the retail price. Now we flat rated these because we had them in a package.
I see.
Under contract date, whatever the under contract date is, and then the final sales price will give us the profit.
Retail price Okay, I get it. I get it. You put it in because they're part of a package. But typically, you're going to calculate that by the that formula we talked about. NOI times 12 divided by cap rate of 9.5 equals the sale value to an investor, right? And that's
Right, but if I went off this, say somebody called me from Las Vegas today and said, listen, I really like the house at the lake that Chris saw, it has in the video, I'll give you 48,000. I can change it right here to 48,000. And then move it to here, 48,000, and one off this thing.
right.
And click it, ship it to you, and send the load to you and say, hey, I just sold this to Chris for 48 grand. Here's your result.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Good. All right. Got it.
So a lot of the things I do with this, Michael, is I'll come over here into this file here, and I'll export the whole spreadsheet out into Excel CSV file. See what I did?
Yeah. Export to Excel. Okay.
So I'll export this out to Excel file, and maybe I'll shake and make the numbers, or I'll add multiple smart sheets together and create bigger portfolios, smaller portfolios, whatever you're trying to build, you can just export it out.
Okay. I see.
And it gives you the ability to do other things with it, formula-wise, pivot tables, all that other kind of stuff in Excel you really can't do here. So
Okay.
that's up here with the,
Up in the corner. Okay.
yep. So that's the save button print. This one here, you can share the sheet. So if you want to send this whole sheet, or if you want to share it with somebody, you can share it, or you can send somebody the link.
I see. Now, is it? Oh, okay. Accessible by those users only. If I wanted to send it, say, to Mark Douglas, or at least not. I wouldn't send him Guy's portfolio, but.
No, if I was going to send this sheet to somebody, I'd come up here and move it to an export. I would export it to PDF and create a PDF and move it that way.
I see.
Like for you, I would take the logo up. My logo in the upper right corner. I'd take that. I'd do some other things to the sheet. You can change it, make it the way you want, and send it out so it looks less dark-like.
Right.
Or
Right.
like or whatever else. So I would export it out into a PDF onto an Excel form and ship it that way.
Okay.
PDF.
Right. Okay.
I don't like sending anything with numbers that adjusted.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty on this side. I don't use the different charts that much. I use the the formatting and those kinds of things quite a bit, like in the Excel sheet. The sharing that tells me who's got access to it. I've got one alert that sends everybody an update once a day. I've got 22 attachments that are hooked into the sheet so far of the sheet. Discussions, you can add discussions here too. So if on this row, we'll say, Mecca, you jump in here and just say, you can add a comment that says, Michael, update the closed cost. It is off by $10.
Mm-hmm. I see. And then Michael could respond right there too, right? Just add a comment.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
So that way, whoever's jumping in here will see that, see the sheet that you're updated with whatever
Right.
items you have to update to see the sheet.
And so all the sheets I have access to, I could write comments like that on each property. Now, what if I want to write a comment that talks about that whole portfolio there, the Turtle Bay portfolio? If I want to make a couple of comments for you to see, where would I do that as opposed to just one property?
I would come down here, I think, like this. So I added one into a blank row.
I see.
Just stick out like a sore thumb, right?
Okay.
And then I come in here and answer it. I can do whatever I want to do with it, and then I can come in. You can email this, print it, edit it, just delete it.
Okay. So everybody who's on the, who has access is going to get an alert that, Brian just made a comment, Michael just posted a response, etc.
Exactly.
Okay. I see.
So, and a lot of times what I do is, especially to accounting, whatever, is we'll say that, I don't know, we'll say that the PO number is missing in this column, or we'll say a rehab budget is missing. I'll just throw a comment right on there. So it's attached, and I have, I can't remember all the stuff all day long, so kind of clears it all up.
I see. Okay. All right.
One of the other things I'm going to probably move towards is, let's say that this property closed, but I don't want to take it off the smart sheet yet. We can line them out too.
I see.
So we can do that. Just do a strike through. Anything that needs to be changed, if you double click it, you can then edit.
I see.
So I wanted to change the street to street.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a pretty good way, especially with as many projects as we have ongoing, to be able to deal with all the stuff that is the work.
Okay.
If you've got a home that brings up all the sheets you have access to, you got all the sheets that are in that. I got them under a construction folder, which I'll probably have to change, but whatever the ones are that are in my tabs, I can look at them. So I want to look at FAS. I want to look at FAS, and I come across here to the rents. I like the column, just like I would in Excel. I'm making $44.85 actual rent on 6 rents. My average is $7.750.
I see.
So if I look at total bill, my average rent was like $5.61. In FAS, my average rent was $6.47.
Right. Okay. That's pretty helpful. Good. Now, how often are all of these sheets updated? So if I get on the phone with somebody like Tim, and I pull up his sheet, I know that it's been updated in the past X number of days.
Let me see. If you go to home on your sheet, they'll tell you the last update.
I see.
So this core portfolio is updated on 7/10/14. This one was updated 51 minutes ago, 22 minutes ago, 3 minutes ago.
Right. Okay. I see.
You know exactly when it was updated, right?
Right. Right.
Pretty sexy, right?
Yeah, it is. Okay. So go back out to the main. I had a question about the tabs on top. There were a couple of now Turnmasters. Is that the name of is that the construction company?
Yeah.
Okay. And then let's see. I got RSF Pipeline and Sales and Marketing.
Sales and marketing is the 20-pack. I just think that over.
Hey, Tim Scanlon is calling back. You want to take the call?
Sure.
Okay, I'm going to put you on hold. Hey, Tim.
Hey, Mike, what's going on?
Hey, how you doing?
Good, I got your message. Thank you for that.
Yeah, sure. I'm still on the phone with Brian, so if you want, I'll plug him in. Hold on a second. Hey, Brian, I got Tim on the phone.
Hey, Jim. Hey, Brian. Good to hear you. Hey, how's it going in Hawaii? I'm in California now. We're going to wind up definitely. We're in Mexico, California. Oh, no. I'm separating the airport in a few days. I was just at my final one.
Ah, congratulations on that. What are you going to do with your life after you leave the Air Force? Cool, cool. All right. Yeah. Right. Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah, I saw you losing a lot of weight. You know, Brian and I have been drinking shakes and stuff like that, and trying to see who can get more sexy than the other. But yeah, we wanted to just kind of. Yeah, I mean, I saw your pictures on Facebook, man. You're looking good, bro. We got your portfolio up, and we were just going through all the portfolios, and we wanted to talk to you because I know just a couple of things that we wanted to update you on. We're at the point now where, you know, with your 8 houses, we haven't sold them; they're all on the market. So we haven't sold them, but we're collecting cash flow. You know, because they're all filled with renters. So we want to start pushing out checks to you. We remembered you said that was important. So Brian has got this system that is setting up, and he thinks that around 8 August we should be able to start pushing checks. So I'll need to get your ACH information, unless you would prefer that we mail you a check. Either way is okay with us for our system. No, not now, but just when you get a chance. No. Oh, okay. What is yeah, I mean, we could just kind of, if you want, I'll give you an answer right now if you remember what those 3 points are. The best one is my Gmail address, honolulumentor@gmail.com. Yeah, those usually get to me also. I don't usually have a problem with that email address. I'm wondering if it okay. Okay. So okay. So in the LLC operating agreement, we're referring to your corporation as the member. Got it. Okay. Right. Okay. Right. Okay. Remember that discussion. Yeah. Okay. Right. We'll add that. We can make that change into the operating agreement. No problem. Right. I I've got a I've got a start date of April 1st, Tim. We're tracking that. Yeah, I mean, we have to track that because that's when you start accruing your interest, right? So that's what I've got is April 1st for you. I see. Okay, but it doesn't specifically address when we receive your funds, right? We could insert that in. That's a good idea, actually. We should. Right. Okay, good. That's actually good. We should actually, Brian, probably do that in all of the operating agreements and make that annotation so it's all there and everyone's on the same page with that. That's a good idea. Okay. Okay. Right. Right. Okay. I see. Okay. Hey, Brian, on your side, are we able to have everybody just choose the dates that they want, or do we need to have it all on like the 1st or the 15th? Right. I see. Okay. Good, good, good. Okay. Yeah, hey, those are good. Those are good changes. If you've got those summarized in your email, Tim, if you could please resend that to me. It shouldn't take me too long to annotate, and redo the operating agreement. And then Brian can have it echo signed over to us. Yours is the only one that's still out there, outstanding. We got everybody else's back in already. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, we're getting good. This is good. This helps. Well, we all try, right? Great. Okay, that's awesome. Okay, Tim. And any other questions for us, bro? Okay. Okay, great, great. Congratulations on your new adventure, getting out of the Air Force and moving on, Tim. And meanwhile, I guess I'll be following you on Facebook. Okay, all right. Okay, all right. Talk soon, Tim. Bye-bye. Brian, you still there? Okay, okay. Good, good, good. Um, let's see, we were back on, I think we were just about done then, yeah, on the smart sheet. Okay, yeah. Nice.